The Hyundai Santa Fe has been totally redesigned to compete in the ultra-competitive mid-size SUV class. I'm testing a V6 front-wheel drive. Does a front-wheel drive version of an SUV make sense? Let's find out. You can get the Santa Fe in the Sport model, which is slightly smaller than this one. This one seats either 6 or 7 passengers. All SUVs tend to blend in a bit with each other, but I think the Hyundai Santa Fe stands out definitely because of the badge and also the cool wheels. It certainly looks modern and fresh from every angle, and I think that makes its shape a winner. I'm a fan of the interior as well. Different color combinations and materials really make it stand out. The power-operated leather seats are comfortable and supportive, and I really like the fact that you can move the headrest forward or backwards with this button. The leather-covered armrest looks great in contrasting leather. Open it up. There's one tier, which is removable, and deeper storage here. Moving forward, there's a little tray for storage here, and then 2 cup holders. Here's the 6-speed transmission with Shiftronic. You can shift it yourself. And on the sides here, your heated seats. Here you have a bit more storage, plus your aux inputs, and 2 chargers. Here you have your dual zone climate control, straightforward, easy to use. Also the infotainment screen, which is a touch screen. Also houses, of course, your backup camera and navigation too. Just above is where you put in your CD. If you press the clock button, well, then you get a clock display. Unfortunately, no smart key with push button start on this one, but that's okay because everything else is very modern, including the steering wheel here. You can control your channel, and of course volume here. Down here, Bluetooth, also voice control. Here you have the cruise control, and here you have some useful information right on the gauge cluster. Just to the left of the steering wheel, you can control your dashboard lights, hill hold assist, traction control off, active eco, which basically makes sure you get the most fuel economy at all times, and your heated steering wheel. On the door, you have controls for your mirrors, also power windows and door locks, and then some storage here, nice for your smarter iPhone, and then down here, a bit of storage and a cup holder. Overall, the interior is very nicely laid out, and I think very stylish too. Out back, you get controls for your heated seats, also power windows, more storage in the door here for your phone, and another cup holder down here. This one has seating for 3 across. You also get a magazine holder. Additionally, you also get 1 phone charger, and then if you pull the armrest down, well, you also can release 2 more cup holders. The second row seats collapse very nicely to give you access to these 2 seats way in the back. A total of 7 seats. Not too much storage if you keep those third row seats up, but you can certainly go to the grocery store with it. There's also a bit more hidden storage down here with your tools. There's also another charger back here for the third row. The third row seats also get their own cup holder storage and ventilation too. Nice. Now you can easily get rid of the third row if you want. Just pull that down, push it forward, and it lies flat. And once you do that, the cargo room improves vastly. Now if you want even more room, just pull this, and the seats collapse out of the way, giving you excellent storage space. Powering my Santa Fe test car is a 3.3-liter V6 that makes 290 horsepower and 252 pound-feet of torque. That's good for a 0 to 60 time of 7.6 seconds. There's also a 2-liter turbo, which is just about as quick as the V6, and a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder, which gets to 60 in 8.4 seconds. For the V6, fuel economy is rated at 18 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per gallon on the highway. You can expect 21 miles per gallon overall. Pricing for the Santa Fe starts at $24,700 all the way to about $38,000. My test car, the GLS, starts out at $28,350. The $4,100 leather package also adds a heated steering wheel and heated second row seats. You also get HD radio and rear view camera, plus premium audio with HD radio. With carpeted floor mats and destination, you're out the dealer door at $33,000 $430. The Santa Fe is all about versatility. The Sport mode gives you seating for up to 5. The GLS gives you seating for up to 7. And the Limited gives you 2 captain's chairs in the middle section. And that, therefore, will seat 6. So you really can equip the Santa Fe any way you like it, seating up to 7 passengers, or for a little more luxury, go for the 6 with the 2 captain's chairs in the middle. Very nice. Now in terms of comfort and tech, you really are very well set here in the Santa Fe. You've got a dual zone climate control, heated seats, optional leather interior. You also have great features like a USB in for your radio, satellite radio, of course CD, AM, FM, and you also have Blue Link too, and Blue Link is basically like GM's OnStar, keeps you in touch in case of an emergency. That's a great safety feature to have. And you also have voice controls for many of those options too, including the navigation and the sound system. Now those tech and comfort features are also very easy to use. I like the way Hyundai has studied the competition, and really their dash, the infotainment screen, everything to me is laid out very well, very intuitive, very easy to use. And that's very important. In fact, the interface on the navigation in the Santa Fe to me is actually better than the uber expensive Hyundai Equus, which I recently tested. Now the Equus does not have a touchscreen, this one does. This one certainly has a more mainstream layout, and it's more intuitive, and it's designed, of course, to compete with the other SUVs in its class. And I think the Hyundai does a very good job. Now when you see a vehicle like the Hyundai Santa Fe, it's a large vehicle, it's got very high ground clearance. You would expect that it's all-wheel drive, and all-wheel drive is a $1,750 option. But in my mind of thinking, all-wheel drive decreases your fuel economy, and quite frankly, in many areas of the United States, it's really unnecessary. A lot of people see snow and they panic. Well, the Santa Fe, being front-wheel drive and also having the engine over the front wheels, well, that gives great traction in the snow. And with the high ground clearance, you shouldn't be getting stuck at all, unless you really don't know what you're doing. You got to keep moving in the snow. Now, all-wheel drive, of course, does help. It helps in all bad weather, and it is a good safety feature to have. But it takes very deep snow to get you stuck in a vehicle like the Hyundai Santa Fe. So I really think the front-wheel drive Santa Fe is good for most of the population in most areas of the country, especially with the right tires. Now the V6 is no screamer, but it will hold the gear when you use the manual shift function, and it's got a nice snarl to it. It's got the normal lift-off, tail-out manners of a front-wheel drive car, but given its high center of gravity, it does hang on to the turns pretty well for its size. But predictable handling for a front-wheel drive SUV. Now with this button on the steering wheel, you can choose between comfort, normal, and sport mode, and you can really feel the difference. Checking out the night look on the Santa Fe here, and it's good. Hyundai's designed a good look here. And, I also like the navigation interface. All the icons pop up well. You got the speed limit there. It's got a little flow chart of exactly where you should be going. And very nice overall. So in the end, I think the Santa Fe is an extremely versatile SUV. I don't miss the all-wheel drive at all. Where I live, I don't think it rains enough or snows enough to justify the $1,750 price. I also think with the high ground clearance, it's going to be great in the snow anyway. And in terms of versatility, well, you can equip it anyway. Really an entry level for about $24,000 all the way up to extreme luxury for $38,000 with a V6 and all-wheel drive if you want it. Up to 7 passengers, 6 with those captain's chairs. Those are pretty cool too. Heated seats in the back, plenty of luxury, plenty of tech, and it really is an all-around excellent SUV. I'm Drivin Ivan Katz.